Ever grab a coffee on the way to work, not because you're craving it, but because it's part of your routine? We like to think we're in the driver's seat of our decisions. But the truth is, our brains are wired for efficiency, often relying on autopilot to navigate the daily deluge of choices. This autopilot, however, comes with pre-programmed biases that subtly influence our decisions, from the mundane to the life-altering. Take, for instance, the anchoring bias. Imagine walking into a store and seeing a $5,000 watch. You scoff at the price, knowing it's out of your league. Then you notice a $500 watch. Suddenly, the second watch seems like a steal, even if it's still more than you typically spend. The initial high price anchored your perception, making the subsequent option appear more reasonable. This anchoring effect isn't limited to shopping. We see it play out in negotiations, salary expectations, even our perception of value. Understanding these unconscious biases is the first step towards making more conscious, deliberate choices. Step into any supermarket and you're bombarded with a sea of colors, logos, and cleverly worded slogans. This is no accident. Brands carefully craft their image and messaging, tapping into our deepest desires and aspirations. They know that we don't just buy products, we buy into the stories they tell, and the emotions they evoke. Consider the iconic Apple logo, a simple silhouette of an apple with a bite taken out. This seemingly minimalist design cleverly hints at knowledge, the apple, and innovation, the bite, instantly conveying a sense of sophistication and cutting-edge technology. It's no wonder that Apple products are often seen as status symbols, even if comparable options exist at lower prices. But the psychology of branding goes beyond logos and aesthetics. It's about creating an emotional connection, a sense of belonging and shared values. Think about brands like Patagonia, known for their commitment to sustainability, or Tom's Shoes, famous for their one-for-one giving model. These brands appeal to consumers who share their values, creating a sense of community and purpose that transcends the product itself. We often think of our relationships as choices made with our hearts, driven by love, loyalty, and shared experiences. While these emotions are undoubtedly real, our brains also rely on cognitive shortcuts, often referred to as heuristics, to navigate the complexities of human connection. One such shortcut is the halo effect, where our overall impression of a person influences how we perceive their individual traits. For instance, if we find someone physically attractive, we're more likely to also perceive them as intelligent, trustworthy, and kind, even if we have no evidence to support those assumptions. This effect isn't limited to romantic relationships. It also influences our perceptions of friends, colleagues, and even strangers. Understanding the halo effect can help us make more objective judgments about people, separating our initial impressions from their actual qualities. Our brains are wired to take shortcuts, but that doesn't mean we're at the mercy of our biases. By understanding the psychology behind our decisions, we can develop strategies to make more conscious, deliberate choices. Start by being aware of your biases. Recognize situations where you might be susceptible to anchoring, framing effects, or the halo effect. When faced with a decision, take a step back and ask yourself, am I being influenced by unconscious biases? Next, seek out diverse perspectives. Talk to people with different viewpoints, gather information from various sources, and challenge your own assumptions. This can help you break free from the echo chamber of your own biases and gain a more balanced perspective. Finally, don't be afraid to slow down. In a world that values speed and efficiency, it's easy to fall into the trap of making snap judgments. Take your time, weigh your options carefully, and don't be afraid to sleep on it. Remember, the best decisions are often the ones we make with a clear head and a calm mind.